Queen here, Life After Money, documenting my brilliant life on the pension. Now, where I save a lot of money is with my food shopping. I go shopping at 7 o'clock at night in my big supermarket, and they have marked down a lot of items there which are about to go out of date. So I was there the night before last at 7 p.m. and I found a man with a sticker machine, and he was putting the third and last sticker on the produce, and I was there to grab a few bargains. I do like my bargains, so I'll show you what I've got. Quite a large amount in front of me. Now this is out of date now by a day, and a lot of it will be frozen, so it's not a case of hurry up and eat it all quickly. So I monitor my fridge daily. I've just defrosted the fridge actually, so there's plenty of room in there, and I'll monitor it 2 or 3 times a day, and I eat whatever is going to go off first. So things like root vegetables, they are not going to go off for about another week, so, but soft fruit will go off quickly, so that will get eaten first. So excuse me, I will show you what I've got in my pile of cheap food. Let's go through it. Salad. I eat lots of salad. So I've got spinach and different mixed bags of salad. Just as an example, this was 75p down to 19p, and £1 down to 25p. So they will get eaten at first. I will eat that every day, probably 2 meals a day, lunch and dinner time. So that will be eaten first because it will go off quickly. Right, move up to one side. Spinach, well, I can eat that either raw or cooked. There you are. 95p originally, now 24p. So a lot saved there. Carrots originally £1, and now I bought them for 25p. Mini carrots. They will last a while, they won't go off quickly. And we've got casserole vegetables here. There's a mixture there of all kinds. It was £1.50, now 38p. I do like my bargains. So there's a mixture of all kinds of vegetables in there. I will cook that up. I mean, it would probably last about a week anyway, but I will cook it up, and if there's anything not eaten, I'll put it in a stew and freeze it. Freeze it fully cooked. So these are my ready meals, so I make my ready meals. This is the leek and potato soup mix, which I will probably eat in the next couple of days, or it could be frozen. Again, £1.60 originally, I bought it for 40p. So what we got next? Raspberries. I've already started on the raspberries. I had some in my porridge this morning. So raspberries were £2. £2 for those raspberries. I wouldn't pay £2 for those raspberries. You can actually buy frozen raspberries quite cheaply. Well, not cheaply, but reasonable price. So anyway, I got these because they were 50p. So I've had some for breakfast this morning. I might eat these later on today, or they will be okay for breakfast tomorrow morning. Right, what have we got here? The finest extra fine beans. These were £1.35, and I bought them for 34p. So what I'll do is separate them into portions and freeze them, because I know I'm not going to be eating them in the next few days. So I will freeze them. And still on the vegetable theme, mushrooms, right? I don't think mushrooms freeze very well. They probably would freeze very well because I sometimes buy frozen mushrooms. But these I will get through in the next 3 days. So they were 64p and I bought them for 16p. I've already had a few of them out of there. So I'm always on the ball checking to see what needs to be eaten first. I don't know how to say this. It's guacamole. It's a sort of a creamy avocado blended with chopped tomatoes and chilies. So it's a dip, basically. It's a dip. So it was £1.50. I got it for 38p. This will last a few more days, yeah. So this one I've already eaten. It was it was a sort of a salady stir fry, bit of all sorts chopped up together. Now it was £1.75. See, in a plastic pot like that. I bought it for 44p. It was alright, but it was nothing special. There was some chickpeas in it. Let's have a look. Ingredients. Yeah, a bit of cabbage, bit of carrots, peppers, bean sprouts, chickpeas, spring onions. It was alright, but is it worth £1.75? No, I wouldn't pay that real price for that. But when it's reduced, I'll have it. So, what have we got here? This is tomato and basil pasta. Was £2.10, and now 52p. I bought it for 52p. I have it a bit out of there. So this will be fine to dip into over the next 2 to 3 days. My meals are generally made up of like anything. Anything, chuck it on a plate. Anything that's got to be eaten now, I will eat now, whether I fancy it or not, whether it's part of a meal or not. Potatoes. 4 jacket potatoes were £1.50 for 4 potatoes. You can buy a big bag for £1.50. But I paid 38p. So, jacket potatoes. What's next? Well, I'm going to eat these today, I think. These are cream cheese and garlic stuffed mushrooms. Now, these are supposed to go in the oven. I don't use my oven. And so what I will do is actually cut them up and cook them in a pan. As long as they're cooked, it doesn't matter how you cook them. So as long as it's cooked and hot all the way through. So I will probably eat one today, one tomorrow, because they are quite big. So 50p for 2 stuffed mushrooms. So what does that leave now? Now I found this in the chiller cabinet. So it is 2 packs like that of pasta. Pen, is that how you say it? P-E-N-N-E, pen. 2 packs stuck together. They were £2, so that's £1 a pack. And I got them for 50p. 50p. So what I will do is, I'm not going to eat these in the next 2 to 3 days, maybe not even in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm going to divide them up into single portions and freeze them. Now I do check on the back and it does say, yes, you can, suitable for home freezing. So ideally freeze as soon as possible after purchase. Yes, I'm going to do that today. And then you can cook them from frozen. So I reckon maybe I've got, well, difficult to say. I reckon I've got at least 3 portions in each of them. So that's 12 portions for £1. So anyway, moving swiftly on, we go to the bread. Now this is baked in store and it's really quite nice. It's sort of malted grain loaf and it's got seeds in it. It was £1.10 and I paid 28p for it. So one large loaf. I've had a little bit out of that one already. So what I will be doing with this now, because I'm not going to be eating all of that in the next few days, I will separate the slices out and put them in packs of 2 or 4 in the freezer so that I've got it whenever I need it. So yeah, you can freeze bread. More bread here which will get frozen, 45p to 11p each. 11p. Yeah, so that will be frozen. Oh, right. Scones. Scones? Scones. Scones. Were £1.10 and I bought them for 28p. I think I will probably freeze these actually, because I have bought some hot cross buns, extra fruity hot cross buns. Well, it is Easter, by the way. So these were £1.50 and now they are 38p. They've got 3 stickers on, so that is the final reduction, and I bought 3 of these. I will freeze these so I can get them out one at a time whenever I fancy one. So I've got 12 hot cross buns there, and I've got a bit of yoghurt here. 4 pots of yoghurt were £2.50 and I bought them for 62p. So yeah, and it's a fruity yoghurt. Yeah, it's got blueberries in, my favourite. So I think you could freeze yoghurt, but I don't normally freeze yoghurt. I just eat it. And yoghurt, you can eat it a week or even later after the date. I had a treat. I generally avoid cakes and biscuits, and but these were too good to pass over. So 79p I reduced to 20p. How can you walk past that? Only 20p. These are custard donuts. So there's 5 in a pack. 5 in a pack for 20p. That's very cheap. And I've eaten 2 of them. So that's my haul of yellow stickers. This lot will last me quite a while now. So I don't like to run to the shops all the time, you know, because I do find it a little bit boring shopping. But now I'm stocked up. So this is me and Queen, Life After Money, talking about my food, my reduced food. Because if I save money on this, then I have extra money to spend on other things. It's a balancing act. It's a seesaw. Spend here, save there. So I'm considering maybe I'll get a new car soon, but I've been saving up for 3 years for it. So I'm having a look round just to see if there is one, but I'm not in desperate need of a car. I have a perfectly good car out there, but yeah, but save money so that I save money so that I can spend it on what's important to me.